Miracles are your birthright. Remember that you are destined for miracles. Miracles are meant to happen on your behalf every day, and they do. The thing about miracles is miracles are like magic, and that only happens if you believe in them. So, of course, may you believe in miracles and know they are here for you. Sometimes you just need to call upon them, ask for them, and that's one of the reasons I love this time of year and why I wanted to include the topic of miracles inside of our 12 days of giving. And the miracle energy is a certain type of frequency where you know that the whole universe, your spirit guides, your benevolent loving guides, your benevolent loving ancestors, your benevolent loving star brothers and sisters, all of the forces are in support of you, conspiring in your favor, making things happen even if you don't know how it's going to happen. And the truth is, I feel when you tap into the field of infinite potential and you're here to realize your ultimate potential in life, in love, in business, and you are here to live your epic life, you tap into that field of miracles. It's when you're able to realize something in your life that goes against all logic. It doesn't make any sense. And if you're like me, miracles are always happening in your life. You have no idea how it's going to happen, but it happens, and you can't even explain it, but it does. And this is a flow, a frequency, a field that you can tap into. And so we often hear about the Christmas miracle, and it happens because the reason why around Christmas time and the holiday time, miracles can happen much more easily for people is because they believe them. And they believe them because, there's all these movies and there's all these stories about when miracles have happened. And oftentimes by seeing, that happened for someone else, there's proof that miracles actually exist, even though we can't explain them. Then you start to think, if a miracle happened for that person, well, then a miracle can happen for me too. And that's the first step to receive a miracle, is just believing in that it's possible, that you're worthy of receiving a miracle, that it can happen for you too, because it can. A miracle can happen for anyone and everyone. It's simply about you choosing it, deciding to be lucky, deciding to be the one that the miracle happens to and for. And so I feel like I received a Christmas miracle this year as well. And I feel like it's personal. I'm not going to share it. But it was so beautiful. And it happened so perfectly. And I couldn't even plan it. But it's like my guides, the universe, were like, here you go. You deserve this. It's Christmas time. And so right this morning on Christmas Eve, I received one. And the funny thing is I knew that I was going to be talking about miracles today. And I have asked for a few other miracles that I trust and know and have faith that they are going to happen within this week. And I wish the same for you. I wish for you to tap into that field of infinite possibilities and know that anything you desire can be for you and is meant for you. Our desires are divine. They come from our divine blueprint, which is why we desire them. We can desire anything. There's infinite amount of things to desire, and yet you desire the things that you desire because they are connected to your destiny. And so the more you know and demand, and I want to share a bit more too about how you can tap into the frequencies of miracles. And one of the ways is through prayer and meditation. Because when you're praying, that's essentially the time. It doesn't have to be like religious prayer. It's just more about connecting to your guides, connecting to the universe, connecting to the forces that are seen and unseen, that are supporting you in your co-creation. It's about connecting to those energies and then asking for what it is that you want from a heartfelt place, a loving place, a place full of appreciation and gratitude for what you already have. The miracle doesn't come from the field of greed. It comes from the space of humility and from joy and like an unattachment. Like, it would be so lovely. Thank you so much. It's a really humble place, I feel, that miracles come from. And when you pray, meditate, connect to the divine energies, and ask for your miracle, it's an opportunity for you to receive. Because with the miracle, there's really nothing for you to do. You might get an intuitive hit, like go to that place or call that person, and that could be the way in which the miracle shows up. But it's a very surrendered place. There's no forcing, there's no pushing, there's no trying to make something happen. It's really honoring the divine flow of how life is presenting to you and going where you feel called. And so that first part of tapping into the miracle frequency, well, the first part is the belief and the knowing that miracles are possible for you and that you declare and choose one. The second step, I feel, is to pray, sit in quietude, connect to your guides, like I said, and then ask from that heartfelt gratitude place without attachment, right? Because if you get disappointed, you mess up the energy. It needs to be so surrendered. And then that last piece is the listening piece, which is also a receivership piece. So when we listen, we're in more of a receiver mode. And when we are more in that receiver mode, that's how we can receive the miracle. Because that's what we do. We receive a miracle. And so there's nothing for you to do in order to receive a miracle, right? It's just your beingness and your capacity and your allowance of receiving, to receive whatever it is that you're calling in and whatever it is that you desire. So these lives, so today is day 6 of our 12 days of lives, and they're just my gift to you. My gift to you this holiday season. Some are going to resonate more than others for different people. And, yesterday's was such high energy, and I know it was triggering for some people. And today was more of like a calm, mellow, deep trust, deep knowing, miracle vibes. And I wish for you to remember that you can take this attitude, this mentality of miracles with you beyond the Christmas time. And even though we see an increased amount of them over this time, it's because more people believe and more people are asking and more people are in that space of surrendering and receiving, because even the act of gift giving, like gift exchange, requires you to receive. And we for so long have lived in a society that's about doing, and like what you give is more important. And now we're more coming into the balance of the energetics between the giving, the receiving, the masculine, the feminine. And so the miracle really requires you to lean back into your feminine energy and receive. And so I really invite you to ask for your miracle, sit back, receive, trust, pray, connect to the divine, connect to your support team, and let me know if you do this process. Let me know if you end up receiving your miracle. I'm sure you will. And take this practice with you. Remember every day and say to yourself every day, miracles happen on my behalf every single day. And you may even have miracles happening on your behalf and you don't even realize, or you're taking it for granted. So anytime something happens that you've been wanting to happen and you have no idea, how did that just happen? Give thanks to the miracle that just happened in your life. And so with that, I send you so much love. Happy Christmas Eve to all of you who celebrate. Big kiss. And I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you inside of my stories. Bye for now.